The best video editing laptops hit at least 2 out of 3 must-have features: performance, battery life, and a bright and vivid display. Those are important for any of the best laptops, but even more so for visual creatives. These are also often some of the best laptops for college, especially for majors working in media. The better your laptop's performance, the less time you'll have to wait for it to finish transcoding a video file or rendering a 3D animation. So in this video, we have compiled a list and reviewed the top 6 best video editing laptops you can buy in 2025. For more information on the products, we have included links in the description box below. Let's get started. Number 6. Lenovo ThinkPad P1 Gen 7. For the video editor who is extra cautious about maintaining the integrity of their files' data, the Lenovo ThinkPad P1 Gen 7 is aimed directly at that kind of professional use. While it may not be the most powerful workstation we've ever seen here at Laptop Mag, our staff writer Madeline Ricciuto writes, it has enough performance to handle photo and video editing, 3D rendering, or heavy data analysis you'd want out of a workstation machine. It isn't impractically expensive either, at least when it's on sale. With a Geekbench 6 multi-core benchmark average of $12,974, it's outpaced by the Apple MacBook Pro 16 M4 Pro, and even some less expensive competitors like the Asus ProArt P16, $15,186 or 16%. However, it did transcode a 4K video 1080p in a swift 4 minutes and 21 seconds in our Handbrake benchmark test, faster than some of its competitors. Keep in mind, this laptop is designed for stable and reliable workloads. Slower performance is the norm when you compare this kind of workstation to any laptop with a discrete gaming graphics card, like the ProArt P16. I don't know about you, but I'd be willing to sacrifice a little performance for this ThinkPad's battery life. An outstanding 17 hours and 23 minutes. That's as long or longer than some productivity laptops, and definitely much longer than the average workstation's 5 or 6 hours. We do wish this laptop had a better display for its price. The 4584 configuration we reviewed is outfitted with only a 1920x1200 IPS panel covering just 78.6% of the DCI-P3 color gamut. Its max brightness is 386 nits, bright enough for an IPS display to ward off glare, though not the brightest out of all the laptops on this list. Number 5. Asus ProArt P16. For the video editor loyal to Windows, the Asus ProArt P16 is a stellar example of what a creator laptop should be. Powerful, reliable, and stylish. As our reviewer Stevie Bonifield writes, you don't have to pay MacBook Pro prices to get superb performance in a thin and light chassis with a beautiful design that's just as easy on your eyes as it is on your wallet. While I'd normally recommend a laptop with a wider color gamut for video editors, the ProArt P16 covers a high enough percentage of the DCI-P3, 85.5%. But if you're looking at this laptop for graphic design, that should be less of a concern, since you're likely working with the Adobe RGB or sRGB color gamut. Just as important as color accuracy is performance. This laptop's AMD Ryzen AI 9 HX 370 processor, 32GB of RAM, and NVIDIA RTX 4070 graphics card powers it to a Geekbench 6 multi-core score of 15,086, way beyond the average premium laptop. Commonly used graphic design programs like Adobe Illustrator load in a snap, and the ProArt P16 has the right amount of RAM and CPU cores to prevent the system from getting too bogged down with all the processes Photoshop runs in the background. That stellar performance played out in Laptop Mag's Handbrake benchmark, transcoding a 4K video to 1080p in 3 minutes and 15 seconds, much faster than the average premium laptop 758. Its battery life is a letdown though. Expect up to 9 hours and 32 minutes if you use this laptop for web browsing, with the display brightness set to 150 nits. If you're manipulating images with dozens of vector masks at full brightness, 356 nits, the battery will drain much faster. Just something to be mindful of if your workspace doesn't have a nearby outlet. Number 4. Acer Predator Helios 16. Most gaming laptops have the power to be a great video editing machine, but finding one with an equally great display at a lower than average price can be tricky. That's what makes Acer's Predator Helios 16 such an A standout laptop. Claire Tabari writes in her review that it harnesses the power of one of the strongest laptop GPUs without sacrificing its display quality, all at a surprisingly reasonable price point. Gaming and movies looking stunning on this laptop screen. Its vivid IPS display reaches an incredible 240Hz refresh rate and covers over 100% of the DCI P3 color gamut. Digital Cinema Initiative's defined color space for professional film and videography. It reaches a max peak brightness of 447 nits, and without glare to worry about, you should be able to see anything and everything on this display, no matter the lighting conditions. It has the hardware to support demanding video editing workloads, whether you're a professional or a student learning the craft. Its RTX 4080 graphics card and 14th gen Intel Core i9 processor make tasks fly, putting this laptop in the same league with workstation and other creator-focused devices. All that performance comes at a cost, and I'm not talking about its price. At nearly £6, the Predator Helios 16 is firmly in the heavyweight class of gaming laptops. It's also an inch thick, so as long as you're looking for a desktop replacement, its size might not be an issue for you. If that is the case, this laptop's battery life shouldn't be an issue either. It lasted 4 hours and 11 minutes, with the display set to 150 nits brightness in our web browsing test, so we recommend keeping the Predator Helios 16 plugged in at all times. Number 3. Lenovo Yoga Slim 7X. For a touchscreen laptop, the Lenovo Yoga Slim 7X has all the makings of a great video editing machine. Laptop Mag's reviewer Stevie Bonifield writes that it balances price and performance with a stylish design and strong battery life, on top of a sharp OLED display that produces vivid colors and inky blacks. This laptop's DCI P3 color gamut coverage is one of the widest Laptop Mag has seen in the last year, 155%. The display also gets bright, hitting a max of 464 nits in SDR and 785 nits in HDR. 431 nits is also the average SDR brightness for a premium laptop, so the Yoga Slim 7X is right on the money here. It's essential for any creativity laptop to have fast multi-core performance, as many creativity programs make full use of all the CPU's cores simultaneously. The Yoga Slim 7X has speed in spades. With a Snapdragon X Elite processor, it cranked out a benchmark score of 13,750 in Geekbench 6, making it faster than many similarly priced laptops. That doesn't directly translate to some real-world video workloads. However, the Yoga Slim 7X was still able to transcode a 4K video to 1080p in just over 5 minutes. That's still faster than what Laptop Mag has seen from some competing laptops with an Intel Core Ultra 7 150H. The Yoga Slim 7X has two potential downsides as a video editing laptop: app compatibility and its reflective OLED display. You might need to max out the display brightness to get rid of any lighting glare, which of course will shorten the battery life. The brighter the display, the more power it needs. Also, make sure your favorite editing app has a native ARM64 version, since this laptop runs Windows on ARM. For most people, this shouldn't be an issue, as popular programs like Premiere Pro, After Effects, Blender, and DaVinci Resolve are compatible, but it's always good to double check. Number 2. Apple MacBook Air 15M4. 15-inch laptops are increasingly rare these days, but as Laptop Mag managing editor Sean Riley writes in his review, the new Apple MacBook Air 15M4 deserves to be in the conversation. He gave it 4.5 stars for a good reason. It offers many of the same benefits for video editors as the pricier Pro M4, and its performance and battery life are still unparalleled compared to many of its budget competitors. Its CPU multi-core performance is nearly 38% faster than the 15-inch Air M3, according to our testing. In our real-world video transcoding test, the Air M4 converted a 4K video to 1080p in just under 5 minutes, 2 minutes faster than the Air M3. The Air M4's display isn't the most vibrant or color-accurate screen you can get, but it covers a larger portion of the DCI P3 color gamut compared to last year's Air M3, 83.5% versus 77.8%. For video editors on a budget who want the largest laptop display possible, that's less of a compromise between the Air M4 and 14-inch M4 Pro, and you still get Apple's True Tone technology, which adjusts how colors are displayed depending on the lighting. Its max brightness is 476 nits, just like last year's model, and its battery still lasts 15 hours too. The Air M4's other features have mostly stayed the same or improved, which is especially great considering Apple dropped the 15-inch Air M4's starting price by $100. If you currently have an Air M2, you're in the best position to get the most out of your money by upgrading. Number 1. Apple MacBook Pro 16 M4 Pro. If you're a professional video editor in need of a new laptop that can breeze through heavy video and 3D rendering workloads, we recommend the newest 16-inch Apple MacBook Pro with an M4 Pro processor. Laptop? Mag's managing editor, Sean Riley, describes it best in his review. It's almost simultaneously the most powerful premium laptop we've reviewed while also offering the second longest battery of any laptop we've tested. Our benchmark numbers mostly speak for themselves. With 20 hours and 46 minutes of battery life, it lasts 7 hours longer than the average premium laptop and its main competitors, the Lenovo Yoga Pro 9i 16 Gen 9 and Asus ProArt P16 2024. Between 10 and 11 hours, respectively, it also outlasts the MacBook Pro M3 Max by nearly 3 hours. It outshines them all in the Geekbench 6 multi-core benchmark, scoring 22,822. That's 47% faster than the Yoga Pro, 12,141, 32% faster than the ProArt P16, 15,286, and over 100% more than the average premium laptop, 10,492. Compared to the M3 Max, 21,182, that's an 8% speed increase. Remember that the 16-inch Max configurations start at 3,199. If you happen to be upgrading from an M2 Max, you might need help picking your jaw up off the floor. The M4 Pro was 45% faster in Laptop Mag's tests by comparison. My fiance recently traded in his M2 Max for an M4 Pro, and while he didn't convey his excitement in words, he did make happy grunting noises. Everything else about this MacBook Pro is just as good or better than previous generations. It's still expensive, but it's our best overall pick for a reason. If you found this video helpful, please consider giving it a thumbs up, leaving a comment, and subscribing to our channel. Don't forget to hit the notification bell icon so you never miss out on our latest videos.